Okay, good morning. Good morning. Should we get settled and get started here? Already running a few minutes late, and I'm happy to turn the session over to the chairs, Dr. Koralnik and Dr. Bergström.
Yes, good morning, everyone. My name is Richard Bergström. I represent the research-based pharmaceutical industry association called EFPIA here in Europe. Very happy to introduce this first session together with my fellow co-chair Igor. We are going to share our responsibilities in the way that I'll open up the session and introduce the speakers, and then Igor will try and conclude from what comes out of this panel. Now, as we all know in this room, there are certain things that are sort of revolutionary in a way over a long time, things that creep up on you, fundamental changes that you don't realize until after a while. And one such profound change in drug development is the fact that we used to think that we were all finished, they go to regulatory approval. And we all know that that's not the case any longer. We have risk management programs, we have post-approval commitments, and at least we in the industry know very well that we've not spent all the time and not spent all the money the day we get the approval. So this continuum of development is a fundamental change. The other, which is closer to the topic here today, is that we used to be a system where primarily the pharmaceutical industry taking on from research on its own or taking on from public research set the research agenda. We talked to regulators, we got advice, we were coached, they approve our products, they supervise what we do, but largely setting the agenda is something that the industry did. I think we're entering a phase now gradually where the research agendas are set together. This is not only about what types of research you do, what you prioritize, but also more in detail when you look at particular products, what studies are done and not. We in the industry are used to ask for advice during development, more and more. We even ask for advice from people that pay for medicines these days. We try and integrate all that, and we also consult with regulators when we study the products in the market, when we find out what patients will benefit the most. So, and I think that's a profound change, at least from compared to when I joined the industry more than 20 years ago. And I think this workshop is really a very good example of that, is that the joint agenda setting for future research. Now, this happens to be very much focused about the safety of medicines, but as we'll hear during the day, this is also fundamental for the development of other new medicines that are in the pipeline. So it's very important that this first session of day 2, that we become a bit more, starting to become practical. Yesterday was a review of science and what we understand and we don't understand. At the end of the day, the objective, I guess, is that we will know what to do now and who should do what. And this particular session is very important because we need to have some common understanding of what the research needs are. And then through the other sessions, we'll see what tools there are, what collaborative models are there, what public-private partnerships, what research funding might there be. And then hopefully we'll end up with some concrete ideas on action. So with that as a starting point for the day, and particularly for this session.